Okay. Now hopefully this doesn't fall. Stay. Hi everybody. Ha! I just wanted to knock Mike off the top because that's how I roll. So hi, how you guys doing? Yeah, all right. Let's be back. Let's talk about things again on the YouTubes. All right. I think the topics that have been brought up have been covered just fine up until now. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what's been on my mind lately. Okay, I guess the topic that was briefly brought up was talking about games, creating games that I don't know that either challenge you or that don't challenge you. Yeah. I'm sure I have an answer to that, which will probably come to me as I speak about what's on my mind, because it's kind of in the same vein. We'll see. Well, what's on my mind is thinking about games that will excite people, because well, a game for game's sake is something that is not. It doesn't really interest me very much at all. Like, I don't want to make something just to have made it. Unless, of course, well, there's got to be more to it than just that. Obviously, there's more to it than what everyone said, but whatever. But I've been really, is fascinated the right word? I'm not sure. I've been really, like, in my headspace, thinking a lot about making things that excite people, because in a sense, that's the same thing as me thinking about marketing. I think the best way to market something is to have someone else tell somebody else about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that word of mouth is probably the most powerful thing that we have at our in our belt to market something, or even the initial idea, the initial pitch that that people use to describe a game. Like you know, if in like a sentence you hear a description for a game, like say it's a game about shooting people in the face. Let's assume that was something that people actually liked to do and was exciting or something. It's a terrible example, but if that's something that's exciting, the person reads that or say sees a screenshot and that gets the message conveyed to them that I can shoot people in the face in this game, then you know they'll get excited and want to buy it. And that kind of thing, you know, self-markets itself, because people say, dude, this game, you can shoot people in the face. And like, dude, I always wanted to do that. As if you've never done that before, video game people. You know. So my headspace has been like, okay, what can I do to create something that can basically foster that sort of excitement? Because I think that's basically vital. I don't need another Smiles type success as far as things are concerned. Smiles is successful in all the ways that are not money in my pocket. So that's what's been driving me to shift my focus dramatically to things that I can create to excite people about, and at the same time excite me, because I think I'm a pretty good judge of a product. I'm incredibly jaded. I've played lots and lots of crap. All right, lots of games. And if I like it, then there's a good chance others will like it. That's my one reasoning there. Yeah. So my battle is playing with ideas and seeing which ones can excite me. And I guess I have two on the table right now. There's the action RPG that I've probably brought up time and time again, and I've been working on for a while, but the problem I see with that is it's a slow brew, a long brew. Like, it's a game that literally has to be made and let sit for a while to kind of simmer, to bring in a cooking reference, to get better, because I don't know, it's something that as a project it's really exciting to me. What this concept in my brain that I'm trying to digitize with the keyboards and the typings and the artings and the noisings, you know, and that's interesting, and that product really excites me. But it's not going to be done this year. Let's put it that way. It's the more I get into it, the more I realize the more time it's going to take to create. I went into the project like, okay, I am a big Diablo fan. Let's put it that way. So, like myself, like Seth, like Mike, we were quite busy this past couple weeks. Well, at least a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, by now, I'm not sure. Playing a game called Diablo 3, which is we've been waiting for a good, I don't know, 11, 12 years or so. So yeah. But as far as I'm concerned, that's been done really well. That was it was fantastic. As far as, you know, expectations and all that whatever, ignoring the stupid like online only DRM bullshit that people were bitching about, I thought the game was fantastic. Even the online DRM thing, basically cloud saving. I have a few computers here, my laptop, which is under here, desktop over there, standing desk over there, which I really have to use more often. Bad mic. I installed the game on all three of those systems. So depending on the situation I was in, I could decide to play on my laptop, which I did, and I did that, played at my brother's, which was a lot of fun. It's a little slower than some of the computers, but hey, I can play elsewhere. I've installed it on this computer here, which is the nice, comfy chair, sit down and play computer, and I installed it on a standing computer because, man, sitting around for a week playing a game and sitting all the time is, well, I've really let go on my weight loss. But I'm getting back in the groove. I did one good, like, I don't know, 5-hour session of Diablo 3 standing. My legs were killing me, but it was worth it. But yeah, the cloud saving is such a wonderful feature if you've got multiple computers. And in general, like, it basically means you can pick up and play a game on any computer that has the client installed. It's a neat concept, considering a game a client. At least I think it's neat. But my problem is those games are big and complicated, and I don't know. It's I know for indies, you know, like us here, we have to be a much more conscious of our scope. Like a Diablo 3 size game, that's a, let's say, 30 hours. Unless you rush, maybe you can do it in 20-some. Maybe. Well, actually, I think the record was 7 hours start to finish, with a team of a bunch of guys all like working as fast as they can. They probably were beating dungeons like here's the beginning. They probably spread out and stuff. Anyways, they beat it about 7 hours or so, and that's ridiculously fast. That's a much bigger scope than we should have to be concerned with. If we're thinking that big, then we're insane. I'm not thinking that big. I'm thinking my cool RPG project, I'm thinking maybe best case 3 hours, 4 hours. But there's probably a speedrun way. Beat it in an hour, beat it in 10 minutes. I hope it's not beating in 10 minutes. That makes me very sad. But as it turns out, that's a big project. 8 minutes, holy crap. So this, to complete my thought, the second project that's on my plate right now, or at least under heavy consideration, is a sort of platformer thing that I've been sort of toying with, and I have a really, at least I think, is a really cool high concept and a kind of interesting art aesthetic, but it's a very, it's not that it's been done a lot. It's just it's the art aesthetic's going to be a hard sell. But the brilliance, the best part of the art aesthetic is that it's so quick to create assets for. Like we're talking basically, it's a pixel art game. Characters like he fits within an 8x8. Doesn't even use the whole 8x8. But I actually, when I'm creating the assets, I'm creating slightly larger than that to give him room to, like, you know, to exceed the boxes if he wants. Because there's no reason to constrain yourself to 8x8s anymore. We're not working on tile hardware anymore. We're working on like fancy 3D texturing garbage super hardwares, and it's all awesome. So, fuck, where was I? Game, 2D, you run around and do things. I have a neat concept for that. I have a theory that I can finish some version of the game in 2 months, and then spend 2 more months after that refining it and making it super great, and then creating an appropriate campaign to advertise the game, to promote the game. But we'll see. I'm concerned that it may not excite people due to the way it looks. It's going to look very, very, very retro. But it's interesting to me, and those are the hardest things to find, are games that actually interest me to want to create, or for whatever other ancillary reason. I'm over 10 minutes now, so I'll have to wrap this up like in a second. So I'm not sure. I will probably come back and talk more about other things. I don't know yet. Okay, I'm going to cut it off here. That's my brain fart, and click.